And here is the subtle shift most people never make. They try to manifest outcomes, but they avoid manifesting a state of consciousness. They visualize the result, but they remain emotionally organized around the past, around habit, around fear disguised as responsibility. Manifestation doesn't begin with asking, it begins with becoming. A clear mind creates clear signals. An organized inner world invites organized experiences. This is not mysticism, it's alignment. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions point in the same direction, life doesn't need to be forced. It responds. But clarity demands honesty. You cannot manifest a life that reflects your truth if you are not willing to be truthful with yourself. What do you actually want to create? Not what sounds impressive, not what feels socially acceptable, not what protects you from judgment. What do you want when no one is watching and no validation is required? Many people say they want abundance, but what they truly want is safety. They say they want freedom, but what they truly want is approval. They say they want expansion, but they continue to choose familiarity. This inner contradiction fragments energy, and fragmented energy cannot sustain new realities. Stoicism teaches discipline of attention. Where you place your focus, you place your life. Joe Dispenza speaks about rehearsing new states of being before the environment changes. Not pretending, not denying reality, but training the nervous system to feel safe in expansion. Because the body must believe what the mind claims. Manifesting a state of consciousness means waking up already aligned, not waiting for circumstances to give you permission. It means organizing your inner world before asking the external world to respond. And this requires something uncomfortable: letting go of false desires. Desires that were inherited, desires that were imposed, desires that only exist to prove something to someone else. Truth simplifies. When you are honest about what you want, your choices become cleaner, your energy becomes quieter, your actions stop leaking. You don't need to chase clarity, you need to remove what is not true. This is why abundance often arrives after subtraction, not addition. Less noise, less comparison, less self-betrayal. More presence, more integrity, more coherence. A new state of consciousness is not dramatic, it's stable, it's grounded, it's sustainable. And when you embody it consistently, life reorganizes around you. Not because you demanded it, but because you became someone capable of holding it. So as this new cycle unfolds, don't ask what you want to manifest. Ask instead, what state of consciousness am I willing to live in daily? What am I ready to release? What am I ready to sustain? What truth am I no longer willing to negotiate? From there, manifestation stops being an effort and becomes a reflection. Silence, order, truth. And from that place, abundance is no longer something you pursue. It becomes something you inhabit.
A new cycle begins, and every beginning carries a quiet question. Not a question about goals, not about resolutions, but about where you are choosing to live from. Before plans, before strategies, before action, there is a deeper layer most people never stop to observe. Are you choosing this new year from desire or from fear? Fear rarely arrives loudly. It doesn't scream, it doesn't threaten. Fear negotiates. It sounds reasonable. It sounds protective. It says, be careful. Wait a little longer. Don't risk too much. What if it doesn't work? And without realizing it, your entire life begins to orbit around avoiding loss instead of sustaining what feels true. The Stoics understood this long ago. They spoke about a simple distinction: what is within your control and what is not. Yet most people spend their lives trying to control exactly what they can't: outcomes, recognition, money, how others respond. And they abandon the one thing that truly belongs to them, their inner state. Abundance begins when this logic reverses. When you stop trying to dominate the external world and start taking responsibility for your internal position within it. Joe Dispenza speaks about emotional coherence: thinking one thing, feeling another, acting from habit. This internal fragmentation creates noise, and noise creates scarcity, not because life is punishing you, but because a divided mind produces divided decisions. Abundance is not money. Money is a consequence. Abundance is internal space. It's the absence of inner conflict. It's not needing to convince yourself of who you are every morning. It's acting without secretly asking for permission or validation. Fear will still appear. It always does. Every new cycle brings this invisible test. Will you create from expansion, or will you simply rearrange fear into something more comfortable? In art, this becomes obvious. How many times do you choose projects that don't represent you because they feel safer? How many ideas are postponed not because of lack of talent, but because of excess negotiation with fear? The same happens in work, in relationships, in life. You say you want abundance, but you accept routines that drain you. You say you want freedom, but you make decisions based purely on emotional survival. Stoicism never asked us to ignore the world. It asked us not to be governed by it. Abundance begins the moment you stop asking, "What can I gain from this?" and start asking, "Who do I become if I sustain this choice?" Because in the end, you don't manifest what you want. You sustain what you are capable of being consistently. This beginning of the year is not an invitation to do more. It's an invitation to negotiate less with fear. Observe your recent decisions, not the big ones, the small ones. The message you almost sent, the idea you shelved, the conversation you postponed. Ask yourself honestly, did this choice come from clarity or from the desire to avoid discomfort? Abundance is not the absence of fear. It is refusing to let fear be the main advisor of your life. When internal space is created, life begins to respond differently, not magically, but coherently. The kind of clients changes, the quality of opportunities shifts. Even the nature of your exhaustion transforms, because now you are no longer divided within yourself. A new cycle doesn't ask for promises, it asks for posture. Perhaps the real challenge of this year is not acquiring something new, but releasing versions of yourself that have already served their purpose. You don't need permission to begin differently.
You only need to stop negotiating with what you already know. And maybe this is what you truly want to manifest. Not more things, but an internal state capable of sustaining whatever arrives. Silence, clarity, presence. From there, everything else organizes itself.